Welcome back to Now Playing Recaps video, you unlucky bastards. Today, we're diving headfirst into the hellish abyss that is the trailer for Smile 2. Just when you thought your nightmares from the first movie had finally faded, here comes Hollywood, ready to shove more terror down our throats. So strap in and brace yourselves, because this ride's about as smooth as sandpaper on a bare ass. For those of you fortunate enough to have forgotten the plot of Smile, let me remind you, it's that delightful romp where people grin like they're in a nightmare toothpaste commercial before offing themselves in the most creatively gruesome ways imaginable. The first movie featured characters terrorized by a smile-spreading demon that caused people to die by suicide. Real feel-good stuff, right? The film ended with our lead, Rose, Sosie Bacon, passing the curse on to Joel, Kyle Gallner. A truly heartwarming tale. And now we have Smile 2, where the pain continues. The trailer opens with Naomi Scott, our new leading lady, probably wondering how she went from singing as Jasmine in Aladdin to dealing with demonic smiles. She's playing Skye Riley, a pop star who somehow gets wrapped up in this shit show. As if the life of a pop star wasn't stressful enough, now she's got a demon making her smile like she's just seen her ex with a better-looking partner. Joel's back too. Yes, poor Joel, played again by Kyle Gallner, just can't seem to catch a break. You'd think passing on a curse would be enough. But no, he's back for more punishment. The trailer shows him looking like he's ready to chuck himself off a cliff, rather than deal with more supernatural shenanigans. It's almost as if he signed a contract to suffer for eternity. And let's not forget Ray Nicholson, Jack Nicholson's kid, making an appearance to remind us that nepotism in Hollywood is alive and grinning. He pops up in the trailer just long enough to flash a smile that screams, "Here's Johnny!" He looks like an AI-generated young version of his dad, here to ride on those famous coattails. It's almost endearing in a cynical, soul-crushing kind of way. Now, the plot, if you can call this dumpster fire of a storyline a plot, seems to revolve around our pop star Skye getting tormented by the same demonic grin spreader from the first movie. Naturally, because Hollywood loves a good rehash, she has to team up with Joel to break the curse. It's like The Ring meets Smile, but with fewer VCRs and more failed musical careers. A match made in hell. The trailer also teases some high-octane horror at a pop concert, because why not? Apparently someone thought combining the anxiety of a public performance with demonic possession was a good idea. Big shocker, it looks ridiculous. Imagine trying to hit a high note while a demon makes you grin like a psychopath. It's comedy gold, except it's supposed to be horror. Go figure. In typical horror sequel fashion, Smile 2 promises more gore, more jump scares, and more utterly nonsensical plot twists. As if that's not enough to make you want to gouge your eyes out, they've also added a character with braces to the mix. Because nothing says terrifying like a teenager's orthodontic nightmare. Braces, people. Braces are what we were missing. Philosophically, the movie pretends to explore the nature of trauma and mental illness. But let's be real, it's just an excuse to string together some grotesque death scenes and creepy smiles. I mean, what's more therapeutic than a demonic entity driving you to suicide, right? As if our collective mental health isn't fragile enough, now we have this cinematic masterpiece to help us cope. And the production values? Oh, they've thrown money at it, all right. The trailer's got more flash and less substance than a Kardashian Instagram post. We get it, Hollywood, you have a budget. Now, if only you had some original ideas. The CGI is impressive, I'll give them that, but it's like putting lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig. Let's talk characters. Naomi Scott's Skye Riley, our tortured pop star, looks like she's constantly on the verge of a nervous breakdown. It's almost like she's wondering how her career choices led her to this point. Her performance in the trailer is a mix of sheer terror and "why am I here" energy. Kyle Gallner's Joel looks equally thrilled to be back, as if he's being paid in demonic IOUs. Then there's the demon itself, still spreading smiles and despair like it's getting a commission. The entity, which was a vague and shadowy presence in the first film, now seems to have taken on a more concrete form, probably to justify the higher CGI budget. It appears randomly, making people smile and then off themselves, because subtlety is for cowards. The trailer also introduces some new cannon fodder, characters. There's Rosemary DeWitt, Raul Castillo, and Dylan Jalula, all looking like they've signed up for the worst vacation package ever. Their roles aren't clear from the trailer, but it's safe to assume they're there to either die horribly or help move the plot along in the most convoluted way possible. Oh, and let's not forget the philosophical elements. The movie pretends to delve into deep themes of trauma, mental illness, and the human condition. But who are we kidding? This is a movie about a demonic smile that makes people kill themselves. Any philosophical pretense is just window dressing on what is essentially a gore fest. The first smile was basically a PSA about not ignoring mental health issues, wrapped in a horror package. But let's face it, the only thing it really made us want to do was never look at another person's smile again. And now, we get to relive that joy with a sequel, because nothing says we care about your mental health like showing you more ways to die horribly. Of course, we get a healthy dose of pop culture references. There's a scene that looks like it was ripped straight out of a Taylor Swift concert, complete with screaming fans and flashing lights. The trailer even hints at some social media influencer getting involved, because what's a modern horror movie without exploiting every trendy trope? The movie also seems to take itself way too seriously at times. There's a voiceover that talks about the curse being like a virus that spreads through trauma and fear. No shit, Sherlock. We needed a horror movie to tell us that fear and trauma are contagious? Next, they'll be telling us water is wet. Big shocker there. And just when you think it couldn't get more ridiculous, the trailer shows a scene where a character tries to fight the demon with, wait for it, a smile. Yes, someone thought it would be a good idea to combat a smile-inducing demon with a smile. Like fighting fire with fire, but dumber. I can't wait to see how that brilliant strategy plays out. Bottom line, Smile 2 looks like a clusterfuck of epic proportions. It's got all the hallmarks of a horror sequel. Returning characters who should know better, new victims who don't know any better, and a plot that's about as coherent as a drunk uncle's wedding toast. So, if you're into watching beautiful people getting terrorized by demonic grins while making poor life choices, this one's for you. And if you've made it this far, congratulations. You're either a masochist or you've got nothing better to do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts if you found this video helpful, or even if you didn't. We don't really care. See you next time if you survive Smile 2.